rescue. You want to press people, you no book. Show me the million rescue. To save somebody, the million rescue.
To deliver you from something, take you from something.
So you are the poor people, rescue me, save. But we the old people, rescue the million rescue. That Koga help me while in the water. But Jota Bagara can't tell in the water. He can't put one neck in the water but to kill on money. You know they get people, the pressure. Husband not working. I live in Joseph. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 400 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Jota Bagara. Where will be our result? Next year. We wouldn't even 1 year. Where will be our result the following year?
Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name?
I'm in the station, man.
Patience, man. You sell in the market here?
Yes.
I'm selling in the
Yes.
No
market. I'm just son. I go look for Yancy son.
You go look for the market, you see so?
Yancy food, call it food press. The way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another press. When you come, you buy a different press. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry to the cold storage.
They put it back on my. Very rich.
How much for the fish?
You buy snapper 14,000. What is to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buy the 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say you keep to rescue us. When they rescue that you're doing that, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend there, they're not giving nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. While they cause a motor bomber running, they were not doing they are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we want people to scare our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of all we not got more from the South God. And that basically we do, we not understand our children went to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we're not understanding the rescue team. So they were taking them from all of the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them turn to Zoom. They can stay in the freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
Rampant now, a more than rampant.
Okay.
The drugs is rampant. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of Zoom.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the Zoom that they bring in Jota Baga. Because we are trying to sell our annuity. Push, but now Zumi, when he said I see that you are so sticking at it. So we asking him to please, we the parent of our boys children, we ask him to please help us to make our children to leave Zumi. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back, hata. Police people beating our children on the street. They say they should raise that, they should become over there, walk over that, everything they do. But what people home king, that just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, don't let Napa, tell him sorry. We're not taking somebody out for the country. So you should tell our president to help we the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
We get God and go for it. You don't let you tell what take you for. But money ain't in the country now.
In process.
For now, if I have to tell you that before we're all there,
with people who are accused of committing crimes against the United States government. Ask Mr. Witherspoon, and he saw it. He talked about it. He said, "I've never seen that man in a long while," because it's commonsensical. When you have the bravery, the audacity to commit crimes against the United States government, you are not my friend. People who commit crimes against the United States government are not my friend. So since Mr. Witherspoon was accused of committing this crime against the United States government, I have never associated myself with him. Because I think he's a dangerous man. Tonight, he proved me right and proved many other Liberians right that he is a mean character, that he's a dangerous man, that he's a blatant and a bad-faced liar. And people who go on our show, maybe they just go there for the formality. This man should not be influencing Liberian politics. He should be ashamed of himself. Mr. Witherspoon should be ashamed of himself.
Kindly hit for us.
Come and lie on the friend because he tells the truth about you. I'm saying things that are truthful. The American government accused you of committing crime. So if you can be accused of committing crime to lie on somebody, it's an easy thing. That's what you did tonight. You tried to lie on me and study me. So, brother, does somebody reach out to ask you a favor? How does that make it wrong? How? I didn't ask you a favor when you were accused of committing crime. You pass around to be the richest man in our community. So if I reach out to you, so why? Let's assume for the sake of argument that I reach out to say, oh, my man, yes, please help me with something. How is that a crime? How? Like the Bible would say, right? If you haven't asked anybody for favor before, then fine, you can go ahead. But I never knew this man to be a dangerous criminal. So when I got to know him to be somebody who has committed crime against the United States government, I distanced myself from him. Let a man show one interaction between he and myself since you were accused of committing crime. Even to go on the show, please. I've never been on the show since you were accused of committing crime. Never. I've never been on the show since you were accused of committing crime. Never. I only went on that show tonight because I have some decent respect for Francois Chonewe, who invited me to have a conversation about a sister called Charlie, who I believe brings a lot to the table to serve the Liberian people. She's a young professional woman. She has strong intellectual gravitas. She understands legal issues. She will inspire many young women to be like her. She can bring a lot to the table. Her selection is in keeping with the election laws. 30% for political party participation. A clever way to have our women engrafted into the national politics. So yes, I tried to stay with the sister. I tried to say some flowery thing about the sister. And then the other deliberate lie he told that, oh, I went to Kumi people, and he said, man, listen, man, I'm not daft like you. Empty-headed guy who made money all sort of dodgy way, establish radio station and buying radio station all over the place. The American government booked you, pens down, and you want to take other people, other decent people with you? You want to take other decent people with you? Is that what you do? Is that what you do? It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. You know, you are a dangerous disgrace. That's why I see, now I see why all the brothers left the show. I think I made a mistake of even going on the show. That show, I declined the offer. Because what girl that I never even expected that you would be on the show. Because anybody who has shame will never go on that show with the crime that you've been accused of committing. And you and all, Witherspoon, we want to influence Liberian politics with that kind of level of crime who worry over your head. To say somebody beg you for money, if it is a crime, then let me see which court will prosecute that crime. You are a disgrace. Even if I beg you for money, what does that mean? What kind of man is this? The man is a disgusting disgrace. You go and steal people money. You go and do fake certificate. American government accuse you of committing crime. You say, oh, the man should not say it because one time when he came to America, I gained 1,500. 1,500? You think that 1,500 been keeping me out? You really think that what a silly lie is this? 1,500 been keeping me out? You childish guy? You claim to have a family, brother, and you claim to be somebody who go to church. You got fear for God. You get somebody. I didn't even when you sent me the 1,500. I didn't even ask you for it. I never asked you for 1,500. You know, it's a disgrace. That's why it's
kindly hit for us the share button, please.
Sometimes when you going through difficulties, you got to be careful with where you take help from.
Kindly hit for us
because some people, when you take help from them, it's almost like a curse. I should have refused your so-called 1,500. At 1,500 supposed to buy my conscience. You clown. You empty-headed con man. Witherspoon. You are an empty-headed con man. You try to con the U.S. government. They broke you pens down. You are answering for it. You sit here and start talking build. I've never been accused of committing crimes.
Kindly hit for us the share button, please.
So show one strand of evidence that you send me money in London. in London, I never knew you. I never knew you. I never interacted with you while in London. Show one piece of evidence where you and myself interacted in London. Never. I came to the United States before I heard of you, before you and myself interacted. I never interacted with you while I was in London. You never sent me a down in the United States.
But especially here, right under the famous Saga Madrid. What are they doing? I will still do not know. And yeah, get in the lead, get in the pay the trade, printers of the trade. A good thing to all of you. On President we are seeing thousands of seditions here. And their former parties headquarters to where they were being infected from. But especially here, right under the famous Saga Madrid. What are they doing? I will still do not know. And yeah, get in the lead. On President we are seeing thousands of a good thing to all of you. On President we are seeing thousands of seditions here. And their former parties headquarters to where they were being infected from. But especially here, right under the famous Saga Madrid. What are they doing? I will still do not know.
I'm Penetta J. Johnson. I work at Ministry of Health.
Zekwe, CDC, Zekwe. How George Manning, we are say, fellow Liberians, homes and abroad. The best thing to do right now is to hit for us the share button and be here. I want to start with like this. Those of you who are admirer of history, those of you who read the Bible or read the Quran, there is something that is very consistent in the two books. And that which is very consistent is when one of them, when the believers, whether be the Christians or the Muslims, when they were faced with persecution and extermination by the system, it was when the message spread like wildfire. I repeat, and I will break it down in our way. We always on here. Those of us who can go to church, you will observe that the gospel start to spread when the regime at the time, when the system at the time decided that they will persecute those who were following Christ. So as the system or the government at the time was running after these people, everywhere that they were going, that's how they were spreading the gospel. They were spreading the good news. As they were being persecuted, that's how more people begin to accept the word that they were saying. The reason why people were accepting what these people were preaching was that when they were persecuted, these people did not hide themselves or did not hide their love for what they believe in. In fact, the more that they were persecuted was the more they saw the growth of the church. I want to welcome my sister Hawa Tote. How are you, Mama? You are highly welcome. I want to welcome Ezekiel, Sylvester. You are welcome. Lawrence, Mary Nipa, Alvin. Thank you so much, my own sister. You You are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly. I want to welcome Sarah Nyimpa, Samuel Kwekwe. You are highly welcome. I mean, all of you. So when the church was persecuted, it led to what? The expansion of the church. It led to the spreading of the gospel, the good news. Joyce, how are you? Wow, I want to say welcome, my sister Joyce. How are you? I want to appreciate and welcome you. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always a privilege for us to have you people here, especially our sister. I'm so excited today. I'm seeing my sister Sarah Nyimpa for a long time. You know, stopped seeing her for a long time, especially on the platform. I know sometimes, we are very busy with different things, but I want to say thank you so much. I want to say thank you so much, my sister. Thank you so much. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, let me just, sometimes while we're on the other side, the other people don't want the stuff. Thank you.
Good things to all of you. Unprecedented, we are seeing thousands of seditions here. And their former partners headquarters, to where they were being evicted from. But especially here, right under the famous psychometry.
All right.
What are
Just
they
sorry,
doing?
my
And we
people.
still do not know.
We are doing two things at
John,
the same time.
I said, release my dollar now. Keep the man.
Sorry. So, just bear with us, but we got to do this. Bear with us. We got to do this. Sorry. You're sorry, my people. We got to be doing plenty things. So, at the end of the day, what did we see? Sorry. Okay. Anyways, but we are here. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Yeah, thank you. So, fellow Liberians, at the end of the day, what we saw was when the church was being persecuted, the word spread. Because as the system was running after these people, as the system was after them, everywhere that they went was another opportunity and privilege for them to spread the gospel. So we saw that the gospel were being spread everywhere. Venetians, how are you? Joyce, you are highly welcome. Ezekiel, all of you are welcome. If the system knew very well that the persecution of the believers yesterday, or the Christians, it was going to lead to what we refer to as the spreading of the good news, they were never going to touch them. Never. They were never going to touch them. Those of you that read the Bible, if the system at the time knew that the people here were running behind, if we leave them, if we not hammer them, they be here. There will be no need for them to be traveling up and down to be spreading. The system did not know that. So as they were being persecuted, the system were running after them. Everywhere they go, whether they spend one night there, they will preach the good news. Somebody will be converted. And as they leave, how they were spreading the good news. There are times things happen. Because we are human, we may not understand the implication. That's why in everything you need to pray and ask God for direction. It's not everything that requires you reacting at the moment. Sometimes just sit down. Sometimes just observe. Sometimes just pray. And at the end of the day, allow God to use the situation to excel you to another level. I am saying all this to me, fellow Liberian. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. We are babysitting at the same time doing this. So the other people on the other side, we're in the basement, they're playing while we're here to giving you the information. Thank you. Thank you. So y'all bear with me. Whatever noise that you hear, a part of the show. The people too presenting because they want a better Liberia. So that's it, my people. So at the end of the day, what we saw was the spreading of the good news. So sometimes situation happen, it's good for you to take your own time, ask God for direction before you react. Because if you start to react in that moment, it is possible that the blessings that God is giving you through that circumstance, you may use your own hand, your own, let's say, emotion to disturb that particular. Stop, please. Hmm? Thank you. So you will use your own. Oh, sorry, my people. So you will use your own hand to disturb what God has given you. I'm coming. Yeah, my people, you're sorry, but it's part of it. So at the end of the day, it is good for you to take your own time and ask God for his direction and ask him where he is taking you through the problem. Because sometimes the problems that we are faced with are the very problem that God wants to use in order to be able to what? To glorify himself and cause us to be a people of high moral and of high standard in society. It is now that I am getting to understand. The Unity Party thought that their actions was to divide the CDC. They thought that their action was intended to weaken the base. They thought that their action was to take the people away from their party. They thought that their action was to turn the people against their leaders. They thought that their action was to ignite hatred, confusion, and division among us. But later they didn't know that this action, this devilish, malicious, wicked, and evil action, later they didn't know that it will bring on people. Look, the calls that we have started to receive, there were people, there were seditions that were angry, that were disenchanted. There were seditions that were sitting on the fence. And one way or the other, somebody made them vex. Somebody made them to feel bad. And they decided that for me, I will not associate. I will say that, look, these people are coming back in their numbers. Look, it's just to say they are angry. Yesterday, we had a kind of lay meeting, just editions, And I was surprised. Some of the people that have been here in the US, that since we won the election, after the first 1 year, some of them, they got angry, they sat down. I was surprised to see these people in meeting yesterday. I was surprised. Look, the people, they are angry to the extent that they are angry positively. Positively. They are angry positively. There are seditions who were on the fence, who, because somebody did something to them, they got angry. They said, no, this is our life, our party. Look, I say, look, the action of Joseph Newman Boakai has reignited the love amongst seditionists. To the extent that people who were not even seditionists are now pledging their support to the CDC. In our yesterday meeting alone, about 5 persons became a sedition just on the line. It's just a conversation among seditionists. 5 persons who've never associated with any political party. Yesterday, 5 persons pledged their support to the CDC. And guess what they are saying? It is not only their support, but they are pledging their resources. Yesterday on the line, we have more than 20 persons that say, look, once the committee is set up and they tell us how to pay, where to pay, the other woman say, I'm supposed to be carrying on my project in Liberia. And my project, hopefully, I'm anticipating that by July of next year, my project is supposed to be finished. But she said, I am putting stop to my project. I will hold on to my project until the CDC party headquarters is up. Every money that I will work for will go to Liberia. Especially the one I want to use on my house, I will send it to Liberia. Or I will send it to the committee. Look, this is the love that we are talking. Look, yesterday I was on a lalo. I was in. I couldn't even talk. It was too emotional for me. It was an emotional moment. It was an emotional moment to see people on the line. It was too emotional for me. Somebody who openly campaigned against his own party. He came on the line, and this guy was in tears. He was in tears. He said, hey, my party, to see my party in this moment. He said, there is no way I can sit on the fence. Whatever whoever did to me, I've forgiven them. But it is about time that I pick up the soul to defend my institution. Yesterday, I say it was an emotional moment for me. I could not even talk. See the love that people were expressing. For each time people talk, when they give a memory, then they say, in fact, the love that I have for my party 2005, it has doubled. That's why you look at what I've put out here. I said, Boakai has reignited. He has reignited our love for our party, our love for CDC. That's what Boakai has done. That's what he has done. He has given us a reason to be more excited to know that the CDC is not in bricks or in stones. It's not in cement. It's not in trees. But the CDC is in our hearts. It's in our mind. It's the breath that we inhale and exhale. It is in our veins. The roots of the sycamore tree runs deep down in us. It is the vein that we have. The nerves, the impulses that run through our body. That is the root of that particular sycamore tree that you can destroy. You can never destroy. So, Boakai, we want to congratulate you. We want to thank you. We didn't know that your action was going to bring people in their numbers to the institution. We didn't know that your action or your actions were going to reignite the love. Seditionists are energized. Seditionists are grateful. Seditionists are more than ever before stronger to do what? they've been instructed to do. We want to say thanks to His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah for his far-sightedness in constituting the committee. We appreciate His Excellency. We say thanks to President Weah for taking 4 persons from the U.S. to form part of that particular committee. The Honorable Manneh George, the Honorable Dr. Marie Scott Wilson, our brother Isaac Doe, our brother Yahaya Talata Sharif, the acting chairman, the interim chairman of CDC USA. We want to say thanks to His Excellency. And you know, the good thing of the committee is that when you look at the names on the committee, you are seeing, look, the committee reflects the new CDC. I will just put it this way. The committee reflects the new CDC. And I want to say thanks to these old folks who said for us, we support. No need for our names to be there. Look at the names of people on that particular committee. These are not the usual names that you know in the CDC. That's why we always tell people, look, the CDC is in us. It's us. You cannot break the CDC down. Look at the names. Look at the names. Some of the names that you see there are not the usual names that you are used to. You know what? It's to tell the world that the CDC, you cannot be able to detect the CDC tactics. No, you can't. If you think that, oh yeah, the CDC is focusing on the person, that the person, the CDC where you, then before you go low, we change the pattern. We use the other one. Before you think, say, oh yeah, that the other side will come in you, then we change it again, we use the other one. Before you think, say, yeah, we attack the other one, we do it, then we change it, we use the other one. The CDC is a party of men and women. Men and women. The selection of those people by His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah was carefully done. Listen to the names. Let me go, in fact, to these names and try to see if I can get them. Just 1 minute. Let me go there. Yeah, let me go there. Let me go there. Let me go there and call these names. These are not your usual names that you know. This is to tell you that the party has never been insufficient when it comes to people, when it comes to men, when it comes to intellectuals. The party has never been insufficient. Oh, yes. Let me get these names. Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. Let's see here. All right, fine. That's good. So the names that you are seeing, these are not your usual names. And I want to say thanks to His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. I don't know, this man, God has given him something. That look, if you follow him closely, by looking at his life and the way he does the unusual, you will know that this man is not just an ordinary man. While it is true that he lives among us, he's a human being like we are, but God has endowed him with something that is unique. And if you get that uniqueness, then you will know why some of us are the way we are. So it says, CDC issued press release, okay, headquarter bidding committee, in an effort to expand the construction of a new headquarters for the Coalition for Democratic Change, that is the CDC, following the demolition of its previous office by the government of Liberia. Former President and Coalition for Democratic Change stand-up bearer George Manneh Weah, His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, has established the CDC National Headquarters Construction Committee. The committee members are, number 1, Honorable Councillor J. Funati Kofa as chairman. Number 2, Honorable Nathaniel F. McGill, co-chair. Number 3, Ambassador D. Maxwell Sir Kimaya as an advisor. Number 4, Madam Yvette Freeman. Number 5, Mr. Kwekwe Pepsi Yeke. Number 6, Mr. John Uboti as treasurer. Number 7, Dr. Mary Scott Wilson, one of our own from the CDC USA. We want to say thank you, Your Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. So number 7 is at Dr. Mary Scott Wilson. Number 8, Mr. Khan Oliver Khan, one of our own, Mr. Khan Oliver Khan. We want to say thank you, Your Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Number 9, Madam Ruth Coco Collins, technical advisor, one of our own. Number 10, Mr. Yahaya T. Sharif, that is the acting chairman of CDC USA. We say thank you, Your Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Number 11, Femeta Wise as secretary. Thank you, Your Excellency. Number 13, Councillor Garrison Yelu. Thank you, Your Excellency. Number 14, Jira A.M. Sano. Number 15, Mr. Roosevelt Johnson Jr. Number 16, Mr. Michael Andrews Masekwe. We want to say thank you, Your Excellency. Number 17, Memina Ka Gay from the Youth League. Thank you, Your Excellency. Number 18, Syria Musa Sojo, okay, from the Women League. Number 19, Isaac Doe. Number 20, Samuel A. Wulu. Number 21, the Honorable Manneh Maple George. Honorable Manneh George. Number 22, Aramita Totman. Number 23, Abraham Aski. Honorable Eugene Len Nangbe will serve as the general coordinator. The committee is mandated by the former president and stand-up bearer, His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, to form subcommittees where necessary to work collectively and collaboratively to deliver the new facility at least within 1 year. The party continued to receive significant goodwill and support for this project following the recent political motivated action. To coordinate this effort, a designated bank account will be opened and the details made public. Multiple payments method will be facilitated. Meanwhile, the standard bearer has mandated Chairman Janga Augusto Koho to host a press conference to address the disastrous invasion of the CDC headquarters by the government, the illegal adoption of some partisans, and the ongoing or pending legal challenges before the Court of Liberia, issued by the Office of the Standard Bearer, His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, great man walking, born to succeed, Liberia Miracles Child, the man who does the unusual. I want to borrow from Civicus Bazigia. Look, I say, look, yeah, look, you see what is happening? I want to welcome my sister Nina Kuya. Helena Ba, how are you? I want to welcome the Honorable Tobazi Christopher Watia Tobazi, our Director of Research. Woluba Johnson, you are welcome. Even though you do not agree with what he said, it is stupid start now. It's start now. I looking there. No problem. I agree, Chi. You are highly welcome. I salute you, sir. Yeah. Elizabeth Walker, you are welcome. Thank you so much, Mama. That is what is happening. So, Joseph Numa Boakai, we want to say thank you because you have reignited our love, our loyalty, our ability to confront challenges. That's what you've done. So, Boakai, male, 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 Mazepate yo. The thing Boakai looking for, he will get it. He looking for, he can't say that, he will get it. The thing that Boakai looking for, he will get it. They looking for, they can't say that. Male, 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 Mazepate yo. Yolio, the CDC we want. Yolio, the money we want. Yolio, the CDC we want. Yolio, the money we want. Male, male, male. Male, male, male. Male, male, male. Mazepate yo. The thing Boakai looking for, he will get it. He looking for, he can't say that, he will get it. The thing that Koung looking for, they will get it. They looking for, they can't say that, they will get it. Amanda, oh, say, Munya, 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 CDC, Munya, Jaja, 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 the master party of the people, Jaja. We have decided to follow money. We have decided to follow money. We have decided to follow CDC. No turning back. No turning back. You can take your own land, but give us CDC. You can take the whole land, but you can give us our money. You can take the whole land, but give us our money. No turning back. No turning back. You can destroy Menon building, but we thank God that we have our CDC. You can even destroy the sycamore tree, but we still get our CDC. You can even take the ground, but we still get our CDC. No turning back. No turning back. If you like it, you can go and break the whole fence, but we still get our CDC. If you like it, go and break the whole fence, but we still get our money. If you like it, go and take the sycamore tree and put it in the ocean, we still get our CDC. No turning back. No turning back. Boakai, we want to thank you, oh man. We want to thank you. Inadvertently, you ignited our love for this great institution. Oh, yes. Boakai, you didn't know that your action was going to reignite this base. Look at the love of the people towards their party. Look what is happening. This is a dawning of a new day. You're hearing the names. These are not your usual names that you are used to. This is a dawning of a new day. Your Excellency, we appreciate your effort and we say thank you so very kindly. We'll work with this committee. We ensure that this committee survived and succeed. I want to welcome my own love, Julie K. Rambo. How are you? Thank you so much for everything. Fellow Liberians, something dangerously is happening in Liberia. I want to ask you a question. Why is the Vice President, Jeremiah Koung, behind Senator Koga? Why is Jeremiah Koung threatening? Whenever he hears the name Samuel Koga or C. Koga, what happened? What's going on? I will tell you. I will tell you what is going on. You see, in life, when you betray someone who supports you, who use their time, effort, and resources behind you, you know what you are doing? You are digging a pit for yourself. And you become afraid and skeptical. A criminal is always skeptical of other people. Somebody with a malicious intention, they are always looking at the thing that people behind them. That's why the Bible says that the evil men will run when nobody running after them. They look above their shoulders when nobody after them. Jeremiah Koung, and all those whose hands are involved in the early demise of Prince Johnson, that will pay for it one by one. One by one. Now, what should I talk on this issue? We supposed to leave it. Let them fight. They want to do whatever they want to do. Let them go ahead. But this is just to tell you that karma is real. We saw what Jeremiah Koung did to Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson that held his hands and said, Jeremiah Koung is my son. I will give him the opportunity to lead. Let him serve as vice president on this team. When Prince Johnson was bringing Jeremiah Koung, there were other people around that the late Prince Johnson could bring on. But Prince Johnson said, I will bring Jeremiah Koung. Jeremiah Koung was not the most sophisticated in Nimba that was associated with Prince Johnson or with the NDC. But there were reasons for which Prince Johnson did that. One of the reasons were people over the period got to know Jeremiah Koung because of his association too with the CDC. Look, let me tell you, and today I will break it down. The choice of Jeremiah Koung when Prince Johnson looked at it. Prince Johnson knew that very well. In Nimba County, one of the most contending party was the CDC. And because Jeremiah Koung had associated with the CDC, one way or the other, he has been able to, at least to some extent, attract some love, some loyalty, some sympathy from that of the CDC. So Prince Johnson knew very well that if I bring this man with the open support of the Unity Party, to some extent, I will get some members of the CDC to some extent to support this man. So even if we get 2 or 1% of seditions in sympathy with Jeremiah Koung, plus the added number of the Unity Party plus the NDR, that is going to be a greater win for us. And that was how Josiah Smith, you are welcome. Mohammed Kane, you are welcome. Vivian, thank you so much. Helena Ba, we appreciate you. I mean, Joshua said, we get 2 a year, no problem, we agree. We thought tire, no problem. So, Prince Johnson cleverly brought in Jeremiah Koung. All of us felt that the presence of Jeremiah Koung was going to at least unite the people of Nimba. But as I speak to you, Nimba is even more divided than ever before. We saw what happened in Nimba with the presence of Jeremiah Koung in this gone by elections. You know, this gone by election deepened the wounds in Nimba. Because we saw Jeremiah Koung, the vice president, threatening his own people. The by-election was not between other people from other county and Nibanians. It was between Nibanians. James, you are welcome. How are you, sir? Good afternoon to you and the family there. Thank you. So the by-election in Nimba County was between Nibanians. And as the vice president, yes, you can have a choice, but you need to tread very carefully because at the end of the day, you will need the collective Nimba support. But that was not what we saw. We saw during the by-election, Jeremiah Koung threatening people. We saw Jeremiah Koung behaving as if Nimba County was his personal property. Edith, Blessing, how are you, Mama? Thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate your presence. Thank you so very kindly. That's why you see, when you have a county by election, people need to be very careful. Because if you are not careful, you will use your hands to devour and destroy the county. And that's what Jeremiah Koung did. They were campaigning in Nimba as if it was between different group of people from different country or different planets and Nibanians. And what he did, guess what happened? There were people who felt abused, disenchanted, but ostracized. To the extent that we heard these people using what we call tribal rhetorics. Where the people from Southeast coming from? All of the voters in Nimba County, they are not originally from Nimba. No. They are people from different areas that settled in Nimba. There are people in Nimba that have connections with other areas. We heard them on clip. Where Madingo people coming from? Where Southeast people coming from? Where the other people coming from? They were using their own mouth to destroy themselves. You fighting to the extent that we saw what they did to Madam Edith Gonglo where. Edith Gonglo where we saw what they did to her. That Koga will bring talks outside and say, Edith Gonglo where I can go on the other side. She tries, we'll do this, we'll do that. Believe it, take it, or leave it. Edith Gonglo will get her own people, get her own support in Nimba County. So everything that Jeremiah Koung was doing in Nimba was destroying himself, and he didn't know that. At the end of the day, we saw how these people use violence. Samuel Koga was elected. Amidst the intimidation, voters were suppressed. There were catch violence all around the place. And the reason why Jeremiah Koung was doing what he was doing was to show to the people of Nimba that I am now the godfather that has taken over. No, you being the vice president does not make you the godfather. No. The people of Nimba, they know their own. And at the appropriate time, they will tell you, I am from Grand Cape Mar County and Lofa. I was born in Moserado County. There are places in Lofa or in Cape Mar that I can enter. And there are places that I can't enter. When I go to Lofa, there are certain places that I can sit, and there are certain places I can't. I will not. I don't care who I am. The status that I have, I will not sit there because it's deep. I'm speaking figuratively. No, Jeremiah Koung, the people know who you are. Nibanians know you. They know you. Look, when somebody gave you an opportunity, make good use of it and do not abuse it. Don't abuse it. Example, there are certain traditional gathering. I will put it this way. Let's make it fun. The only time you become a member of that particular traditional gathering, a family member must have been part of it or must be part of it before they can bring you in. If nobody from your family lineage, if nobody from your background has ever been part of it, you cannot be part. I don't care what you do, you can't be part. They will give you the surface level. You will do it the surface way. But you can never be part. When they are sitting to discuss certain area, they pour you ulcer because you are not. Jeremiah couldn't forget to know, and this is going to hurt him and whatever he associates with. That Jeremiah couldn't, the people know their own. They know their sons and their daughters. They know their sons and their daughters. And so therefore, you cannot project yourself to be who you are not. Let them give you the opportunity. Let them say, this is what we say about you. And not what you say about yourself. No. For the people to give you that authority, I don't care how many money you spend, that cannot cause the people to succumb that particular authority to you. I don't care the status that you have, that cannot make the people to surrender that particular authority or that status to you. There are counties in Liberia that are very traditional. And one of those counties, Talofa County, very traditional county. One of those counties, that place you're looking at called Nimba, they are very traditional. Very traditional. So instead of Jeremiah Koung allowing the people to get to know him better and to say, yes, we agree to you, Jeremiah Koung said no. He will use force. He will use violence. He will use catch. And what Jeremiah Koung is doing is ensuring that he can be able to exterminate, humiliate, silence those that the people know as their own. You know, our brother Prince sang a song. The masses know their leader. The masses know their leader. Oh, the masses know their leader. They know who their leaders are. They know who their leaders are. They know who their leaders are. So, fellow Liberian, there was a meeting held. Some elders came from Nimba. That meeting, fellow Liberian, was held last week. On last week, Thursday, according to our sources. The meeting was held last week, Thursday. And that meeting was attended by 7 elders from Nimba County. They came from Nimba County. And the reason why the elders came was because they were not understanding what was going on. They weren't understanding what was going on. So they came with the intention of, let us understand from you, Mr. Vice President, what happened. What is going on? What we are hearing in the county is not favorable. The Libanians are complaining. Our sons and our daughters are complaining. What is going on? Look, like Koga or not, Koga, whether you like him or you don't like him, whether you believe or you don't believe, I have fundamental issue with him politically. But when it comes to Nimba, that's a different ball game altogether. That's a different ball game. Oh yeah, I have an issue with him, with Samuel Koga, based on what they did, the gross disrespect, and the public ridicule that they brought to the first branch of government, or one of the first branches, that is the House of Rep. So I have issues with him. But when it comes to the Nimba, it's different. My issue is that him Morovia. And I in Nimba. It's not in Nimba. So the elders came last week, Thursday, and we had people in the meeting. And I want to thank God for our sources. They are here. And went to the Vice President and said, Mr. Vice President, something is happening that we are not satisfied with. What we are seeing, people are complaining. people are complaining. Those that you heard during the elections, they were not from different planets. They are Nibanis. They are our sons and our daughters. Some of us that in this gathering, we did not support the choice that you supported. But now that it is over, Nimba Kwado, Ago Nimba Yazia. Now that it is about Nimba and everything is over, you are still becoming very, very, very angry. What is going on? People are complaining against you because they know that Boakai will not do anything for us. Boakai will concentrate on the people that he's concentrating on. But what happened, Mr. Vice President? You have ostracized yourself from your people. You are far from your people. What is going on? Koga lay your complaint. And immediately, according to our sources, when the elders asked Jeremiah Koung, Mr. Jeremiah Koung, Mr. Vice President, Koga, lay your complaint. According to our sources, guess what happened? Vice President Jeremiah Koung said, my people, the issue is between I and Senator Koga. He said the issue is between he and I. He said this issue is between Senator Koga and I. He said the issue that is between Senator Koga and I, we will resolve it. He said the issue will resolve itself. That's why he said. In fact, let me put it here so our people can see. Here is it. Because when they call me, I was at work, so I immediately just put something down. Quick. Here is it. Let me bring it to you. Here is it. If you are looking there, here is it. Right here. Here is it. I put right here. Here is it. Right here. You see here? Okay. This was what our insider told us from the meeting that they had. And I will be disclosing some things to you here that he also gave us because I wrote them down. You know, sometimes when you on the hustle, you receive call, you answer it, you pull what you can pull down, then you move on. Yeah. Then you move on. So this was what Jeremiah Koung said to the elders. According to the information that we gather, he said, this issue between I and Senator Koga, or this issue between Senator Koga and myself, will resolve itself within 8 months. And the people were confused. What do you mean? He said the issue will resolve itself. We will know between I and Koga who is the vice president and who is the senator. That's why he told the elders. He said, I want to talk in the issue. I will not talk plenty in the issue. But the issue here, it will resolve itself. It will solve your own problem. Y'all go sit down. Y'all don't worry about me and Koga. Me and Koga, we ain't get no issue. It will resolve itself. In 8 months, it will resolve itself. He said, if the issue not resolve itself in 8 months, you don't call me vice president, don't call me Jeremiah Koung. 8 months, he said, I gave Koga 8 months. I want you to mark today's date that I'm giving you the information. Mark today's date. Today is the 26th of August, 2025. I said they had a meeting last week, Thursday, according to our information, last week, Thursday. So he told the elder said, we want to say, no, y'all leave it. The issue here, it will resolve itself. You see, y'all leave it, the issue will resolve itself. Samuel Koga will know who is the vice president and who is the senator. He will know who made who. Whether he made me or that me made him. And some of the elders were taken aback. They said, no, this is not how it's supposed to be. That's why we left for Nimba so we can resolve it. He said, no, they should just leave it. The issue will resolve itself. And he further went on by saying, he said, Jeremiah Koung, me, you're looking at me, where be Jeremiah Koung. I will not allow Koga to behave to me rudely the way he did to Prince Johnson. Imagine these elders that are sitting. They left from all the way Nimba to come so that they can resolve the issue. Alice Johnson, how are you, Mama? I want to appreciate you. Thank you so much. I want to welcome Musa A. Sharif. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you for your presence. Jones Pele, thank you so much from Philadelphia. I salute you, Jones. Thank you so much for joining us. So the elders, imagine elders leaving from Nimba so that they can kind of resolve the issue. The message leave between I and Koga. The issue here will resolve itself. Georgia gave me 8 months. We know who the vice president, who the senator, who may who. And according to our informant in that particular meeting or our sources in that meeting, Jeremiah Koung went on saying that, y'all know how much I spent in Nimba? Y'all know how much I spent for me to make Jeremiah Koung to become senator? Y'all know how many persons I did this to, I did that to? And to the extent that even the elders were telling him, where ye? We can't find out that. He said, no. No. If Koga thing he ruled, the same rudeness that he carried to Prince Johnson, that he and Prince Johnson could not sit under the same roof, that the same rudeness he want to bring to me. And to the extent, guess what? Jeremiah Koung in that meeting was saying it was not Prince Johnson that even made Koga. Prince Johnson was nowhere around. Prince Johnson was nowhere around. All that thing that he did, jumping over body, if I were not to be in that county to spend my money, Koga was never going to win. He was never going to win. So it was not Prince Johnson business that he became senator. The same rudeness that he carried to Prince Johnson, that the same rudeness he bringing to me. And for me, I will not take it. Jeremiah Koung, like your vice president, that he the one talking. So to the extent our informant that were in the meeting said, the elder then just look at him and they look at each other. They didn't want it to go further. They didn't want to go further. Because the way he responded to them. Look, Jeremiah Koung is somebody who is very arrogant and is very rude. You saw when he had an interview here in the US about common citizen. Jeremiah Koung, in his mind, he thinks that he has arrived, right? That's what Jeremiah Koung feels. Let me stand small. That's what Jeremiah Koung feels. In Jeremiah Koung's mind, he feels that, look, I have now arrived at the place that I'm supposed to be. Nobody needs to tell me anything. I don't need to be told anything. I am the God. Jeremiah Koung is looking at himself as the godfather of Nimba. He feels that the godfather is just because you have a political title as either vice president or senator or so. He don't know that it's deeper than that. He don't know that it's deeper than that. For the people of Nimba to look at you and say, you are the person that will look at you to be our godfather. He don't know that it's deeper than that. He doesn't know that. You know, my informer was telling me something. He said, Prince, there is a traditional, I let her put it this way, right? And let's say traditional society. You say society, you know. But anyways, if society is what you think will be comfortable for you, but our informant was telling us, our sources in was telling us, say, Prince, there is a traditional school or a traditional gathering in Nimba. That particular traditional gathering in Nimba can only be, you can only be a member of that particular traditional society on few conditions. One, your father must present you to that particular people or to that particular gathering. Your father must present you. It's not woman. They don't, no. So your father must present you. And your father who is presenting you must be a Nimbani. Must be from Nimba County. Your papa must be from Nimba County. He said, doing elections, he said there are very few group of people. You will not see them, But he said there where the decision is made for Nimba County. He said that where the decision made. He said that where they can go, when they come from out of that meeting, when they agree and they blow and say, look, this is what our decision is. Say it's final. You go or you come down. That's it. That's final. He said, you know what? I said no. He said, Jeremiah Koung is not part of that particular gathering. He is not part of it. And he can be part. By virtue of his, background, he can't be part of it. Yes, he's our son, but he cannot be part of it. And it is that particular tradition that some of our children are part of. Because your father must present you. And he told me, he said, Prince Johnson wanted to do that. And the elder said, no, you can't do that. Jeremiah Koung must have a limit. Oh, sorry, my people, I need to check on something. He said, Jeremiah Koung must have a limit. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Just we want to finish. So he said, they said Prince Johnson tried to do that. At one point in time, Prince Johnson said, look, this is my son. When you're here one time, Jeremiah Koung was saying, Prince Johnson, my father, my this, my that. Said Prince Johnson tried to, show him to the people. People say, look, we understand you, Prince Johnson. We respect you. But we cannot bend this tradition. It can't be bent. We accept Jeremiah Koung as our son. We will work with him. We will support him. But for this one, no, it's above even you. So you can't do it. So according to our sources, Jeremiah Koung, despite of his vice president position, whatever, he is not. And according to what we have gathered, that particular organization, every leader in Nimba County is a part of it. Every leader is a part of it. Once you are a Nibani, Papa Nimba, Mama Nimba, you are part of that. There were decisions are made. They said Jeremiah Koung, Sir Prince Johnson tried to bring it. They said no, we can only accommodate him on a surface level. We support him, yes, but he cannot be part. So what is happening now? Jeremiah Koung feels that because Koga is having to some extent, some level, some good rapport with his own constituents in Nimba County and with the elders, he feels that Jeremiah Koung, Samuel Koga is trying to take that particular godfather positionship from him. He being the vice president must be the final saying, the kingmaker. His word must be amen and forever. Nobody must be able to stand against it. So he looked at now Koga as a threat to him. He expects that Koga will bow down to him. And Koga is saying no. So Jeremiah Koung is saying the same thing you did to how you call him Prince Johnson the late, that the same thing you want to do to me, but I will subdue you. So my people, the fight is on. The fight is on. The fight is on. We told you, Jeremiah Koung is a very arrogant young man. He's a very arrogant young man. In his mind, he feels that he has arrived. Forgetting to know that he's becoming vice president, it's not because of what he did in Nimba. No. There are people there that are doing better than Jeremiah Koung. He becoming vice president was not because of his political influence in Nimba. So he now is supposed to humble himself and allow the process to flow and work with others. He said, no way. He must be the king's maker. Whatever he says must be the amen and the amen. Nothing else must come contrary to what he is saying or what he wants to do. My people, this is scary. So right now in Nimba, there's a serious nonsense going on there. Serious nonsense going on there. Oh yeah. A serious problem that is going on currently in Nimba between Koga and that of Jeremiah Koung. And I can tell you this for sure. I can tell you this for sure. It's not going to be a very good fight. It's not going to be a very good thing. No. It's not going to be a very good thing. And I know that politically, there will be one victim. One person will be victimized. Not to do anything negative to them, but guess what? Jeremiah Koung will be victimized. I want to announce to you, comrades, fellow Liberians, that those seditions that were adopted by the government when they went to go and do their so-called rain or their demolition exercise, that those seditions were signed for today. And let me show you the picture of them. Let me show you the picture. Here is it. Those seditions were signed for. We want to say thanks to His Excellency President Dr. George Manawia. We want to say thanks to Honorable Len Eugene Nangbe and the team. They were signed for today. Here is it. The Unity Party went there, loud on the chairs. Oh, there's that other thing. They carried a gun. I don't know how that gun stories are looking. I don't know how their whole gun story looking. Here they are. So we want to announce that these people, they were signed for and they were released. And the process is ongoing. So these are things that, we want to inform you of, that you're supposed to know, that we want you to know. So they were signed for and they were released today. So I want to say thanks to the party leadership for, that particular intervention. Another group of political prisoners were released today. So we want to say thanks to the party leadership for such, an initiative. And very, very robust. So these are political prisoners because the system decided that we'll go against them. Oh, sorry, my people. What is it? Sorry, yeah? Sorry. You want to go for APA? Okay, go for your APA. Oh, sorry, my people. Yeah. That's why we pass through to bring the information. We can be doing plenty of things before the information reach you. So that is what is happening. That is what is happening as I speak to you in Nimba County. So there where we are. There where we are with the issue of okay, sorry, I'm trying to read something here. Okay, sorry, we need to be looking at what is happening on this device. I guess so many things that are going on. So at the end of the day, fellow Liberian, this is what is happening. So Koga and Jeremiah Koung, they are at it. And the elders who left from Nimba to come and do the intervention, the vice president said, you're just leader. We will know who be vice president, who may who. So in the mind of Jeremiah Koung, he feels that he made Koga to become senator. In his mind, he feels that the money he was spreading around and all the intimidation tactics, that what made Koga to become senator. Look, great things and big things will happen. These people will scatter like racket pieces. Before you can assemble the assembling process start with, first of all, scattering. You got to put this on the side, put that on the side, put that on the side. When you finish getting everything now before you put it together. Even in the CDC, there will be scattering. That's why, look, I want to say to us seditians, do not be worried. Anybody that want to go, let them go. Those that want to come, let them come. There will be scattering. I can tell you this for sure. That's why I'm not moved. You see, I don't talk about people who are going. No. I talk about people who are coming, not going. You are another page in our life. At the time you were there, we appreciated you. We worked with you. You did not make us. We made you. So that's why you see, the last time somebody reached out to me and said, Prince, my man, the whole thing where the other person here leaving, I hear you talking about, I say, I can't waste my time on this kind of thing, brother. There are too many important things to talk about. I can't waste my time on it. This person was just another chapter. We made them. They didn't make us. I can take my precious time to spend too much time on it. Those platforms that have discussed it, we appreciate them for the discussion. And we'll not waste our time on it. There must be shaking. That's why, look, fellow seditians, do not be moved when people say, oh, we're going. The other person can't be announced. No, we're going. Oh, do this. Leave it. Look, we are in the process of really shaking. Before this particular tree take root, the storm must shake it. So don't be worried, oh, my people. You mustn't be worried. What you must be excited of is that you are here. That will make it important. You are here. Leave them. We made them. I'm not worried about who going, who talking nonsense against them. No. That is not my worry. You know what will really worry me a lot? When the ordinary people are leaving. That one will worry me. They're not somebody who benefited. We gave you job to do. We gave you money. You benefited. Then you can't say you want for how you for us? How? How? So we are not, for me, let me tell you this today. Let me put it here on this platform. Now, why you see me, I can't hear my head to turn the other person, to turn another person. No. I can't hear my head to talk about them. No, I can't. These people that are making noise around here, who knew them? Politically, who knew them? We made them. We the common people. It is we that made who they are today. So if they choose to go, God is just making a way for somebody to take over. Look at the committee, for example. Some of the names that you are seeing on this committee. Some of the names that you are seeing on this committee. These are people names that you have never seen on. And this committee was set up by His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah himself. He carefully selected these names that you see there. He carefully selected their names. So we are not worried about people who go. Let them go, my people. We respect the time that they were with us. We appreciated them. And we gave them the equal benefit of their presence. When they were with us, they benefited from us. We got in the sun for them. We got in the rain for them. We spoke on their behalf. We defended them. So I'm not worried about what these people going, where they go. At the appropriate time, the tree will take its shape. So my people, I don't worry. We should not worry on those that are going. No. Let's be thinking about people who are coming, not people who are going. Those who are going, it is the right time for them to leave. That's why I don't pay them no mind. And I want to advise you, pay them no mind. Because some of them, they think that by leaving is going to cause shock. No. It's not going to cause no shock to us. We were here 6 years. That's why I told somebody, I said, you think if somebody were paying me, but now the person will not even get tired? The earlier part of 2016, the phone that I used to have my first life, I still having it. I still having it. 2015 was when I go live. And since then, and we stay here. We stay here. We are still here. So we the common people, we here. So we don't worry about these people. Don't be moved. When they want to go, they'll go. When they will come, they will come. So don't worry about them. Some of them are doing this thing, they're causing noise around because they feel that we will go after them. No, this platform is too big. The level that we have reached on this platform is too big for us to be kind of petty. No, 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 no. It's too big. The last time I was shocked and surprised. To admit, I was shocked and surprised. You know, a friend of mine called me. I told you all in this Unity Party chat room what they can do. They will take our show and send it there. Then they start reporting. Forgetting to know we get people in those chat rooms. So one of my men is a member of the Unity Party in the chat room. So my man called me. My man said, Prince, I said, yeah. He said, my man, one time somebody put your show in our chat room. And guess what happened? I said, what? He said, the special assistant to Jeremiah Koung, he also part of the chat room. When they put your Sonny in the chat room, somebody said, you're telling nonsense from here. You're telling nonsense from here. But holding on your show, you're talking nonsense. I know you want to bring a gospel painter. So I want to, and now you see that what I say sometimes, some things can happen because God wants to elevate you. He wants to put you to another level. So they who are carrying my show, they were carrying our show, they're reporting it. Now the man highlight say, no, you're telling about show from here. You're telling show from here. You're telling show from here. Whole day on a platform, you're talking nonsense. Whole day talking nonsense. He can never see anything. A whole brain that about CDC, that about CDC. He not rational. He blasted. The guy called me. He started laughing. He said, Prizo. He said, my man, I know the people around the VP, they know you. They know you. They can follow on their surrogate pages. I say, well, okay, that's it. So say, yeah, he said, I'm waiting for that. He said, Prizo, we will rely on you. We'll not be reporting your page too much. We relax on you. I say, well, fine, that's good. Y'all continue to do it. Y'all continue. So we've been followed by people. So we don't can't waste time. We can't give the information. Mhm. So that is what is happening, fellow Liberians. That is exactly what is happening. That is what is happening. So Nimba right now, stop, before you move this, stop now. Before you move 1 inch or 2 inch or 2 inches or 3, whatever, you know what? Sit down and ask yourself, am I moving in a positive direction? Am I moving forward or am I moving backward? There are people who are moving backward. There are people who are among us, they're not supposed to be among us. And they will go. They will go. They will move. They will move. There are people who are not supposed to be part of the party at this time. Look, let me tell you, every joining in the revolution, there are new heroes. You hear this thing I'm saying, you? Every joining in a revolution, there are new heroes and heroines. And it's a chapter. When this chapter is over, we will be gone. That's why you see, I always say to myself to encourage myself, what I am doing, there are 1,000 others that can do better than I'm doing. God has just given me the grace to do this. God has just given me the grace. So I do it with all of my heart and with everything in me. Because I know tomorrow God will bring in another person. But what I'm doing, I must do it diligently. I must do it with my whole heart. I must do it with my energy. So that at the end of the day, when I leave, I will leave with a very good legacy. I will leave a good legacy. You think I don't know? Every time I sit in front of this particular camera talking to you, I know that there is going to come a stage in my life that I will not be here. Another person will take over. But right now, I must do it with all that I have. I must put my best into it so that when I am out, the good will be remembered by all of you. I don't want to leave this stage with disrespect and disgrace. No, I don't. I don't want to leave it with disrespect and disgrace. No. All right, so fellow Liberian, we have a caller here. Uh, our own mother, Mama Mariah, let the children play. She is here with us. Mama Mariah, we want to welcome you. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's hear from you, Mama.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you. Thank you. Thank God for life. And we thank God for President Weah. But that's something bad for me, and it's so sorry for him. It's disgraceful. The whole government when we went to Tokyo, you get a video, put it up so they can discuss it too. You were watching cartoons, watching Coco Mello. You know what I'm saying? I know that other in the same class they were in, or that daycare they were in. You know what I'm saying?
No. Well, we'll get it. We'll get it.
The call they want to send it. The whole government is sitting now watching cartoons. The children in daycare, you know, the whole government. Yeah, they singing. The children on the bus go round and round. Yes, the government on the bus go round and round. Put it up so you can see. Yeah, then they thought something, and so that is where the country is supposed to go. Where the whole entire government go to give way to that kind of far place in less. And you find your whole entire government sitting down watching cartoon and they sinking children on the bus going round and round. Are those people look like children to be on bus? That is like real people. That way people say or sing them. Yeah. Go, I said go on, give on show pick up and go rewind the thing and you will go by you see it. Show it to the people to see how useless the people are. Sitting down watching cartoon. All of them, the thing I'm telling you, the dresser in the coastal, they sitting down there. I thought, thinking that the in conference room, behold, the people watching cartoon. They don't watch cartoon, they live on, they were small, they didn't play. That Tokyo, they go watch cartoon. For that show, or please, I beg you, look for that video so the Liberian people can see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Fellow Liberian. Anyway, we want to say thanks to our mother, Mama Mariah. There is something I want to play here. You know, Joseph Numa Boakai, the whole trip was just a complete failure. I'm telling you, the entire trip was a complete failure. But Joseph Numa Boakai said something, and I want to play it. Yesterday, we talked about it on the show, and I want to play it again today. Joseph Numa Boakai just told the Liberian people that for nothing trip they went on. I don't want you to believe what I am saying. I don't want you to believe it. But I want you to listen to Joseph Numa Boakai 5 minutes interviewed at the airport. I want you to listen to it, and we'll analyze it together. You see, Joseph Numa Boakai do not have an agenda for the Liberian people. I want you to listen. Look, this is one of the most damaging interview that was ever conducted. A 5 minutes interview, but listening. Let's go ahead and you listening to this.
Mr. President, welcome back to your country. My name is Pastor Talu, and I do work for the state broadcaster. Mr. President, your government's quest to make Liberia a food-reliant nation remains upended. Do you care to bring us up to speed about your meeting held with Chika, President Wa in Japan?
Thank you very much. And the first thing is about the international partnership, which is to help African countries to become.
Now, first of all, let me ask you a question. Do we have a partnership with Japan? Have we had a partnership with Japan? You and I know that that question is a yes. We have had a very good partnership with Japan, judging from the era of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf up to the period of President Joseph Numa Boakai, President Weah. So that partnership is established already between we and Japan. A very good partnership. So going to that meeting was not to go there because you want to establish partnership. You are already a partner. What you are going there for is to ensure that you benefit from the partnership. That's what these people don't know. So you can't fool us, Joseph Numa Boakai. You are not going there to establish partnership. The countries that went to Japan was not to go there to establish partnership. They were going there so that they can benefit from the partnership. That's what they were going there for. And we saw nations like Ghana that benefited from the partnership. We saw Nigeria that benefited from the partnership. We saw Mozambique, Tanzania that benefited from the partnership. Sorry. And people are sorrow, you know, we got to be doing plenty of things while going on. Reaching to the. So you didn't go there to establish partnership. So listen to Joseph Numa Boakai here. Let's carry back again. You listening to him when he was asked. Listen to him. We'll take our own time and explain this to you. Break it down.
Mr. President, welcome back to your country. My name is Pastor Talu, and I do work for the state broadcaster. Mr. President, your government's quest to make Liberia a food-reliant nation remains upending. Do you care to bring us up to speed about your meeting held with Chika, President Wa in Japan?
Thank you very much. And the first thing is about the international partnership, which is to help African countries to become self-reliant in terms of investment, in terms of food production, in terms of being responsible.
They ask you, you see, Joseph Numa Boakai, how this man has become an excess baggage for us. You were asked about Liberia, not about African country. You are speaking for Liberia, but Joseph Numa Boakai refused to tell us because they went there and nothing was done. And Joseph Numa Boakai will tell you in this video that they didn't do nothing. They didn't get nothing from the people. The people told them, y'all go back because you guys are very disrespectful to your own people. You don't respect your own people. You don't respect the rule of law. Y'all get up from here, y'all go back. It was a disgraceful moment. So they wasn't asking you about African problem or African thing. They were asking you about what Liberia won't benefit to the program. They tell you to be spokesman for Africa. You can't even be spokesman for your own house that Africa is going to be spokesman for. You see that? They asking you about Liberia. When they were asking the Ghana delegation that went, they didn't talk about where Liberia went there and this, that. They said we went to the meeting and as Ghanaians, these were X, Y, Z were able to benefit. That the government was able to benefit. They didn't talk about what other African nations say. No. Or what other African nations do. No. They were talking about Ghana. You see, when you have a leader that has a misplaced priority, that were forced in, that what happened. They go ask you about Liberia, you're talking about Africa. Oh, my people, you don't believe what I'm saying. We tell about time we listen to the 5-minute clip. It's too juicy.
To become self-reliant. Thank you very much. And the first thing is about the international partnership.
Orita Topa, you are welcome.
Which is to help African countries to become self-reliant in terms of investment, in terms of food production, in terms
So you're talking about the other African country. We are talking about Liberia. Then you leave Liberia. When you don't have nothing substantive to tell the people, you know what? You look at other people program. Because other people went there, they were prepared and they benefited. But you get Joseph Numa Boakai, who nothing. So he's talking about African, other countries, and not talking about Liberia. You know what make this country? I love this country, America. America goes somewhere with their agenda for their interests. And not for other people. They ain't get time for other people. They get time for them. They push forth their agenda. That's why they will push forth. They ain't got time for you. I know whether the old man is bleaching now. When you look at a name, a different, a face, a different. I know whether he's bleaching now. So you can't get African report. You BBC reporter for Africa. You African Network reporter. We send you there. We, the taxpayer of Liberia, we pay our money for you to go there and kind of explain to us about what you have acquired for us in that meeting. You can't talk about Africa. Well, let's think further.
being responsible communities for developing their respective area, and we are committed to this.
Mr. President, my name is Reagan Levian. I report for the Liberian News Agency.
He did not even ask the question because she asked about agriculture. Agriculture is your key agenda. You left from here, you went to to Japan. Tell us, in other words, what the girl was saying. Tell us the thing where the Japanese people gave you when you go make your agriculture, presentation. USA agriculture that your key. No, listen to this. Let me carry back small. Probably I will end on this. Let's listen to this. Listen to the question they get asked. The question they get asked in a simple English, Mr. President, you say agriculture that your first thing on your agenda. You left from here, you went all the way to Japan. The Japan where you go to, you say you agriculture expert. You go make your case in agriculture. Tell all what the Japanese people say about your own agenda for agriculture. How they will help you. How they will give you money so that you can be able to grow more food in Liberia. Now the question the guy was asking in simple English. He jumped from there, he go straight to how you call Africa. And you see what we're talking about? Dementia step in at that particular moment. But forget it. You are on a different level. They're talking about Liberia, jump all the way to Africa. Yeah, my people. Hey, you see where you're poor. Hey, you see where you're poor in. Hey, you see where you're poor in. Hey, you see where you're poor in. And then somebody asks you, say, oh man, how your horse looking? Then you go straight, say, well, as you speak to you, the nation economy, and what a problem here, so. No, don't believe what I say. Let me carry this back. That's why I say the 5-minute clip tomorrow. Maybe we'll talk about it too deep. Listen. Let's carry it from. Listen to the guy question. Listen, yo. I will keep quiet for you to listen to a question. Let me tell how you call it my second boss to keep quiet. I beg you, keep quiet. Okay? You want to go upstairs? No. You want to go in your room? No. Okay, so sit down. Sit down, yeah? Sit down, let the people listen here. Hold your phone, mama. Okay, let's listen.
How are you?
You're listening.
Mr. President, welcome back to your country. My name is Pastor Talu, and I do work for the state broadcaster. Mr. President, your government's quest to make Liberia a food-reliant nation remains unending. Do you care to bring us up to speed about your meeting held with Chika, President Wa in Japan?
Thank you very much. And the first thing.
So you see that the guy asks your agenda, your arrest agenda, you get agriculture on it. So in other words, you were telling Joseph Newman Boakai, the agriculture degree where you say you get, you say you are agriculturally. You move from here, you go way to Japan, the country where you can feed yourself. Waiting you talk about the agriculture business for the people to help you. That's simple English, that's what the girl say. That's what the girl was asking. You say you agriculture man. Oh, my people. You say you agriculture man. The agriculture man, you say agriculture. The time you go to Japan, what kind of presentation you make for the agriculture, for the people to help you in agriculture? Joseph Newman Boakai come answer now. You're not here, you can hear fire tamba, and how you call fire bundo. You can hear bundo giving answer. You get cold, you hear one answer, you get cold straight.
You care to bring us up to speed?
Let's go to the question again. Yeah. Let's go there again. Listen. This is a complete comedy show.
How are you?
Mr. President, welcome back to your country. My name is Pastor Talu, and I do work for the state broadcaster. Mr. President, your government's quest to make Liberia a food-reliant nation remains unending. Do you care to bring us up to speed about your meeting held with Chika, President Wa in Japan?
Thank you very much. And the first thing is about the international partnership, which is to help African countries
Yeah,
to
it goes
become
straight
self-reliant
to partnership where we have
in
African
terms of
country. And you see what we're talking about? The African country you go to ask you about Liberia, your own agenda. They asking you about your own agenda. They ask for different person agenda or Africa agenda. They ask you about your own agenda. You get a rest agenda, agriculture. That the first thing. Oh my people, you know, you say yeah, yeah. They ask you about your own agriculture agenda. Stop. Wait. You're sorry, my people. Huh. I think it's about time now. Yeah, you know, we almost to the landing place. So okay. So that's why we on here. That's why you all can see here. Count this up. Go to your room. Go to your upper. Yeah? Give me 5. Okay, no problem. Yeah. So at the end of the day, they ask you for your own arrest agenda. Why your own arrest agenda in agriculture? Why I say the paper goes straight to it goes straight to Africa continent. Let's
countries
go ahead.
to become self-reliant in terms of the international partnership, which is to help African countries to become self-reliant in terms of
He talking about
investment.
Africa. Ghana asking you for food. Nigeria asking you for food. Africa asking you for food. They ask you for your own agenda. Oh man, what is your own agenda in the agriculture? The time you go to Japan, wait till you tell the people about your arrest agenda, how I will be able to help. You just straight to Africa. Africa will be self-reliant. That you the spokesman for Africa? Hey, see what we're talking on? When we tell you, say they all make cognitive ability and now step in now, everything. Some of you say we disrespectful, we rude, we talking to the men to say, man, we're taking care of my whole generation. Now you the one you see I'm some criticize. Hey, you see Tamba. I stand, I look, hey, you see a face. Looking now, he confused. Stop. You looking now, he confused. They asking question about Liberia, he jumped to Africa. When that man became spokesman of Africa, we send you to Japan for you to go speak for Africa. And you see, you're gonna trouble your poor. And you see, when we talking there, some of you, God will punish you. And you see the trouble now, your poor. And you see where we at now. And you see, we get Liberia. You even finish solving Liberia problem. You go all the way to Africa. You go all the way to the other. Ooh, go. You gotta feel sorry for all, Father in heaven. You gotta feel sorry for all. Huh, Yaka. Papa, you gotta feel sorry for all. They ask you about your own arrest agenda. You don't answer. You go to Africa. Look, that tape here is juicy. Let's listen to the one. There are some of your things that are fun with playing. Oh, my brother is here. Anyway. Yeah.
Mr. President, welcome back to your country. My name is Pastor Talu, and I do work for the state broadcasting. Mr. President, your government's quest to make Liberia a food-reliant nation remains unending. Do you care to bring us up to speed about your meeting held with Chika, President Wa in Japan?
Okay, you're listening now. You come in, they asking you your own agenda, your arrest agenda. Wait till you go. Hey, Atamabuno come in answer. You're listening to it.
Thank you very much. And the first thing is about the international partnership.
Already partnered to Japan. Tell us about your achievement.
Which is to help African countries to become self-reliant
African country.
in terms of investment, in terms of food production, in terms of being responsible.
In terms of being responsible, the other country that say that my people look, you know, they play here too juicy. We will continue on it tomorrow, too juicy. But we are grateful to have our brother with us, my brother Jake. How are you, my brother?
Yes, salute to you. You too funny, salute. And to the follower, you have to share this video.
I'm a they get a simple question. Your own agenda. She asking you about Africa agenda, European agenda.
Yeah.
She say your own agenda, your agenda that arrest agenda. You get agriculture on your agenda. You go to Japan. Tell us what thing you bring from there for your own agriculture. Son, they prepare John straight all the way to how you call. Anyway, my brother, yeah for you, yeah.
Maybe Joseph Baga are in the AU chairmanship. He won't be AU. He won't be AU chairman. So he dream publicity stunt to become the AU chairman probably. So that when he going to Africa, he not concentrating on he not concentrating on Liberia, going to Africa strictly. But Prince is obvious now. Prince, these people cannot make it. Prince, if you look at the interview, you went full depth into the interview by the president. They shown it on the ticker 9. They never gave them anything because you know what? Prince, United Nations, they war everybody working together. The United States of America just brought a human rights record against them. So you think the Japanese government no? They people who get international panel all over the country, people working in line. There's a digital era right now. So I don't know what the Unity Party thinking. When you think with your record, you're breaking of the rule of law, cracking down opposition leaders, doing all these things, urinating the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, bringing your capital bidding as president of that country. You think that people not see that? I told people it went around the world, it went viral. Every newspaper with the oldest independent nation, the first branch of government, you go through that kind of thing. You think that people not watching the process in our country? So he went there, they never gave me anything. They told him boldly, put the record in order. Put your in order. The rule of law should be in order. Everything should be in order. The process, the monitoring Liberia. The monitoring, we know how John got 10 power over. So you're doing everything possible to rule the country. You're acting like a dictator in the country. You're breaking down the rule of law. Your police cracking down on everybody. You think the people will just give you that millions of dollars or that billions of dollars? But Prince, Japan not having it like before. Let me tell you, Japan still suffering. Japan still having their own problem. I break it down here before. If you don't want to Google the top richest country now. Before you go see Japan number, you will see Japan, you will see America, you will see China, you will see Japan. Other countries tapping now. Every country is striving. You think Japan is just going to sending billions of dollars to when your human rights record is bad? You think when you say you think that Joe record, the people they know what they're doing, man. Prince. The people want to govern the country anywhere they travel, nothing working for them. Prince, I told people, the particular Unity Party government led by Boakai that been blackballed. They were only saying what they say, but what Jake mean? They've been blackballed into first of all, they not even dream about Europe. I always tell them the same thing they were doing, they're going to sit there and going to Washington, D.C., fighting for sanction, doing other things. Joe is a heavy player now in the international community. Let me tell you today, he gets French in high position, French in plenty places. I said the only way the Unity Party will succeed, that they make peace. The unification brother we're talking about, let you relieve that the year coming to our end now, let you relieve that other branch to the other opposition in the country. The very opposition group, the leaders say, come to a table now and say, this is our country. Let bygone be bygone. Govern the country. Yes, but you're cracking down on the journalists, you're intimidating people, you think that how it will work. They shouldn't overload that MCC, they shouldn't overload that human rights record. They shouldn't overlook it. Look at that destruction of the destruction of the powerful, one of the most powerful opposition group. That headquarters. You think that joke around the world? You think that joke? You think joke were outside of the country already? You destroy the main party headquarters. You do know another thing similar to the war. The biggest opposition black in the country, pretty lucky or not. There's only two political parties in the Republic of Liberia. They can get in their feelings, don't get in their feelings, I don't care. It's a unity party in the CDC. The other party, that party there, I call it sub-party. Real. The country will be a country not like America, the Democrat, the Republican, you like it or not. The other groups that you see other political leaders in the forming party from the beginning, they're making strides, you see people attending to them. But when the real time comes 2027 to 2028 now, you will see what I'm talking about. There are only two political parties in the Republic of Liberia. Unity Party and the CDC. That's the two. The other party will be feed up. They will go to the other side. They will link to the other side. All our things CMC they're doing. The ability. And they have ACO. And they have ACO. They have ACO. They have ACO in the country. They have all the other thing they're doing. They will get affiliation. AAC they will get affiliation. Liberty Party they will get affiliation. Because normally it should be three political parties in Liberia. Normally, let me tell you, that be factual here. But the Liberty Party buried themselves. Yeah, they destroyed themselves within. The Nyomli Kanka, the Bronskin Liberty Party, you remember, that's the first man to challenge the election, took the election to the Supreme Court. Yeah, so what three political party in the Republic of Liberia? The Unity Party, the CDC, and the Liberty Party. What is the Liberty Party today? Child Walker Bronskin rolling in that grave town that they may so rest in peace. Because they crumbled the party with inside with greed. Nobody can't were greedy. Nobody not even focusing on the party. Let me tell you, nobody biggest focus, you want to be vice president. How you have a party? I sorry for nobody can't I sorry for they don't name. They towing bag there for Boakai. They know you are elected senator. That United Party elect you. And the people of the Republic of Liberia, because you cajole the two lies, you keep to power. The light is dark now. Then you look at your political, you're not even concentrating on your party. But you're holding back for the Unity Party, you're carrying the lockages for the Unity Party. Why she won't deal on young people can't for burying the Liberty Party. Look at how Liberty left there. The wrestle with Liberty. Today, Liberty form a own party. You can even see Liberty Party growing strength by the Liberty Party. It's a shame on it. It's a shame on the so-called bad for people on it. It's a shame on them. It's a shame on nobody there. They don't there. They say they are smart people. I remember vividly the Liberty Party, one of the powerful, one of the strong. It's a same grassroots part of the CDC. They get grassroots member. They destroy the main party because of greed. I bet they let them rebrand themselves. They're not focusing on the party when 2026 coming now. So when the Liberty Party staying out the polling set, stand up barrel coming 2029, I don't think so. Because normally they're not even focusing on that party. They're focusing on the Unity Party. How probably they will be vice presidential candidate tomorrow. That are kind of thinking. But for them to face that on the party, rebrand that party, bring Tata people together. They won't do it. But I said that only two political parties in the Republic of Liberia, the CDC and the Unity Party, you like it or not. Joseph Boakai, that travel field is a flop. It's a flop. 40 people went down, they spent over $500,000. No benefit.
According to information, he vexed with the people. He really angry with the foreign minister because nothing they were able to get from down there. Nothing. Because Japan already have an existing relationship and work with Liberia. With that particular Japanese freeway. They have long time, Donor President, they consummated that deal and said they were going to help. So they are not even focusing on you right now.
Wait, I'm not continuing. On the early judges said the Unity Party, and that Japanese freeway. So Joseph Boakai know that we have relationship with the Japanese people.
The man said you go for relationship. He said go for international.
How we go for relationship? We had relationship decades ago. That taught what they started these things. Not just nothing. I break it down here. who were visa on arrival in Japan during those days in the 80s. In the 80s, early 90s, I can name you. I said we carry the highest flair in the maritime industry. We're the second to Panama around the world. Our small nation where people overlook. In our blue vessel doing the maritime something to George we were making peanuts concerning our Liberian maritime. I blew that whistle on record. When Panama were making $500 million per year, they were telling Liberian people were making 25 million. I told President Joe when I was joining up when money was too small and the president followed it. And today we have it. At the cost today, please, we get Liska headquarters in the Republic of Liberia. The agent that responsible for our maritime. I blew that whistle in 2018 to 19 at the Jamaican resort when the president called everybody at that time. Today we get Liska, we get our agent headquarters in the Republic of Liberia because of me. I blew that whistle. I risked everything. The war after it today.
Somebody say, they say Joseph Newman Boakai went to Japan to go deep in relationship. How many feet deep the relationship? You know, it's funny, but it's serious.
We have relationship with, I break it down. We have relationship with Korea, South Korea. We have relationship with Taiwan. We have relationship with Japan. That long existing during the Ottoman era. If you can still remember vividly Liberian people. Charles Taylor, you remember Charles Taylor has serious relationship with Taiwan because that thing existed long time during Charles Taylor era. We have serious relationship with Taiwan. We are visa free. I think we still visa free. If I'm making mistake with Liberian passport because we had two types of passport. I remember we had the ordinary passport. We get a service passport in the red book. We get an official. I think we have 4 types of passport. We had the we have
the ordinary, they get the service.
We get a service, we get an official, the diplomatic. At that time, at the state exist, I was service passport. If I need a year, people will fly with it. I was service passport visa free. It was visa free to Korea, it was visa free to Taiwan, it visa free to Israel, Tel Aviv. Our service passport, one of the most powerful passport of Grace Africa. Now, when you can see our diplomatic mission at that time, when you hear the passport saga in our country, please, I'm an old traveler. If you hear the passport saga in our country, most people use our service passport. Most international, I remember, they saw a lot of business people, multi-millionaires from Saudi Arabia. I'm just saying it now. Most of them, if you see them, you're not going to passport they fly. Liberia official and diplomatic passport from Saudi Arabia, from Kuwait. The government, our passport was one of the hard cake in the African region. Nigerians need to flow to the country. Other people need to flow to our country to acquire our passport. Today, you see all the asylum around the world, America, Europe, doing our several crises. A lot of times, people say we're born here, we die here. We get time for traveling. So they use our passport, being our back. Today, the guards are in top places. Nigerians, Ghanaians, they reign without passport during our several crises. That way, when Liberian king lately, we find it difficult for our asylum process because a lot of time the people are finishing running away with our passport then. Until still now, we have a service passport, RJC, we have visa on arrival, we have serious relationship with Israel. The present prime minister gets serious relationship with former president George Manning. We are Netanyahu. We get serious relationship. We get so much ally around the world. But the United Party forming this thing here because what they greedy. Georgia was in touch with all these people. Saudi, Kuwait, all these people there. He has even in South America. The very countries that were visa on arrival. Our passport was a hard cake in the African region. As anybody, our diplomatic mission, it worked. As even in Europe, in the Benelux at that time, other countries around the world, Peru, Ecuador, Brazil, we have Liberia, we've become our flare, we flew, the flare that we fly all around Marita. I said, we every ship, the shipping industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. You never come into our cover. Every ship in the world, fly the Liberian flag. We second to Panama. We second in maritime to Panama. Imagine won't get shape. So it's one of the major, it's one of the major way we can get income from the Liberian maritime. From the Liberian maritime. That's why I blew that way so that we benefited and today we get LISCA headquarters. The agent that responsible for our maritime in our country. They build a LISCA, Eugene Facon, Eugene Kabongo, Eugene Nangwe, all of them. I blew that way so. Today, point, I will tell you the truth. I never benefited 1 penny from that whistle blowing. Yeah. I had a lot of things on my plate to tell the president for them to work after him. Yeah. So we have already existing relationship with Japan. I don't know why the president said they want deeper relationship. The relationship existing because when you buy human rights record and the thing that came from the State Department, that why they put you to the back. That why they say go back home, go renew yourself, settle your team. Don't urinate. These are countries with laws.
Oh yeah.
You know what happened? Let me happen every day. What I'm saying. Recently, yesterday, the Korean leader, the Korean president visited over office. You know, I tell Liberian people, Donald Trump are all over the country. Nothing happening over office. You know, in Korea, the government cracking down on Christian. They get some hooligan. You don't know they're cracking down Christian all around the world now. They're prosecuting Christian all around the world. No Christian talking. That thing went on Donald Trump table. You know what I mean? He get hit. He can attack him personally. You watch that video. He addressed him and he said, listen to me. I hearing something from Korea. You the Korean leader. You're cracking down on Christian. I don't like what you're doing. Why you have your crusade on another faith, one of the biggest faith on earth, Christianity. You're wasting war on Christian. If you're wasting war on Christian, I will not do business with you. The man you will be public in the chair in the Oval Office. So Trump said, I will investigate it. He gave on a business deal because of that statement. So that thing the United Party people joking with, and what I'm saying, it will pile up and will catalog all these things that Joseph Boakai doing presently, bringing on the Capitol building, doing all these things, and you're taking to a protest to the warehouse. Believe me, the United Party won't get nothing. No, they will sanction them from all angles because I told people the particular men were witch hunted by the Democrat. He held it to the core. He know it. He never know to crack down on the freedom of speech, on the rule of law. Because he passed through all this process. Do not triple on his free speech. You know, America hate people tripping on free speech. Journalists in there doing all kind of things, cracking down on them. If anybody cutting all these things, the United Party in serious trouble, please. There's a flaw. The trip in Japan is a flaw. Let's see where play they would. Let's see where play they would turn again.
I know everywhere the turn will be blocked because, like we continue to say on this show, they have blocked themselves. Nobody blocked them. They blocked themselves. The things that they did to think that they were putting president, we are in a bad book now. It's with them. Okay, Williams, I'll definitely call you. But my brother, before we take leave, because time is up, I want you to speak on this issue that is happening between Koga and that of
I like that.
the Vice President Jeremiah Koung. If you can use it, maybe tomorrow we'll talk about it more when you early.
Let me brief on it.
Let's use the next 2 minutes to just conclude on that.
Yeah, you remember our champion for Koga. Listen, I know CDC will get baffled by me, they will get angry by me, whatsoever. I don't care. I'll be fast sure here. Jeremiah Koung believe. Let me tell you, Prince, I will be straightforward here. The CDC made mistake with Prince Johnson. I'll be that big what they say Prince Johnson have with the president. No, it was a manufactured beef. But hierarchy of the CDC, I'll be fast sure here. I call that name here. Me, I don't care. I call that name. When Prince Johnson was in the arm of George Weah, Prince Johnson's wife is a cruel woman. Come from that side where George Weah come from. So Prince Johnson has serious tie with the president. So when he was trying, when he Prince Johnson was in that alignment, trying with the MDR, everybody were working together. They lied to the president concerning Prince Johnson. Even Prince Johnson wanted a certain amount of money, the economy is in your hand. They see where the economy is in Kafan here. If you just request for something, you sit on the table, you sit on the table, you discuss it. But they lie to the president and say, oh, you developing NEMA, president get no voice with NEMA. How can you say that? In our country, you know it's a tribal politics. You know it. Prince Joseph is a godfather. So when they treated Prince Johnson, they blackened Prince Joseph for the former president. So Prince Joseph had no other alternative. I will tell you the 2 year Prince, the CDC hurricane destroyed that concerning Nima County. I know the one garrison Yelu, they were telling them in Nima County. I'll be off here. It was garrison Yelu. I would name it, Prince. It was garrison Yelu name. The Samuel D12, the final minister, all of them, they protected that garbage to the president. I just saying it. I'm on record for this now. I just saying it. The president know what I'm talking. If you see the video, you say Jake is right. Because I know what I say here. Other than bamboozle, they lie to the president. They say, we not need Prince Johnson because your development was not enough. No. It was not enough. If Prince Johnson you were already on our WhatsApp for many, many years. What your problem? Let me tell you something today. I will break it down. If Natana Mage was not suspended from our wish home that led by the opposition, that forced Treasury Department sanctioned. That when today you check it on now, it was a fake, that was lie. Today, another people in power from the Treasury Department, if you were not suspended, Prince Joseph are never going to leave around George Weah. You know the new Natana Mage was suspended. He was a shot caller. He was in everything, the most powerful man. So they used that opportunity because Mage was not in the picture again. Then the Samuel 2, they wanted to prepare that said now that they did somebody. No, I will be honest here. Samuel 2, the garrison Yelu, they won't have that beef. That President George Weah. That President George Weah, that have Prince Joseph on the other side. They caused Nima County vote. I will say it. Nobody want to say it. They don't want to call it. And what I said here, Prince, before I close, I said it here. I said we're looking for vice presidential candidate. I propose Samuel Koga. I'm not member of the CDC hierarchy. I don't care. No, I'm not member of that business. But if we want to stay in Nima County, because the only thing Jeremiah Koung depending on, Jeremiah Koung, we know it. He's not the real son of Nima County. He's not the son. He's from the southeast. He's not even he born in Nima County. He's not Nibali by blood. He's not Nibali. You all know it. He's not Nibali by blood. The godfather of Nima County, a Koga. You see the day respect now he's showing the Koga. So a Koga, and hearing gossip in the street that they're thinking like great people, the CDC thinking about Madam Gongolo to be vice president. Man, either going to be vice presidential candidate. That when the gossip and hearing from my own source in Monrovia, it be happy she will name a country. But to steer the party in the Republic of Liberia, to think that picture different, Gongro, that's my own suggestion. Leave it. Even he can be novice. I don't care. Jeremiah Koung was novice today, he vice presidential candidate. If you want to fight the battle in Nima County, we got to play the political game. It's that numbers can win. That numbers, Koga get the numbers. It will be a big split because now the red is on the wall. Koga cannot agree with Jeremiah Koung. You know what? He's sitting there doing the Prince Johnson. He's doing it to Koga. Koga say he's not a bad ball. He's not a bad ball. Listen to me. He's not from Nima County. He just lied to the Liberian people. We know it. Everybody know the history of Liberian people. He's not original Nibali. He's not original Nibali. So I let the fight that going on between Koga and Jeremiah Koung. Probably they solve it at A. They solve it at A. But I let the fighting. We'll watch the fighting going on. Koga too. You think Koga too won't be relevant? You think Koga won't become senator? Koga get political ambition beside the senator too. Everybody eye 2029. You think Koga will be vice president? Nima, me tell you, Nima, the MDR in disarray. Nothing working for the Nima people. Look at the cabinet. Look at Joseph Boakai cabinet. You got 59 to 60 Lofien in the cabinet. The only person in that in Nima County maybe like the labor minister. Maybe like the labor minister. But look at the whole Republic of Liberia. It's a tribal thing. So European dominate. It's a real tribalism going on in the country. The whole United Party, a tribal country, a tribal government. They put their own people first. And then they used to be talking about the Southeast. Now the Southeast follow a lot of counties within the Southeast. Those Southeast comprises a lot of counties, like 5 or 6 counties from the Southeast. Yeah. So, but look at North County now. Majority from the Gisi tribe. Majority is we never see this before in the history of our country. That's what they used to allow Samuel do. This one, the worst. Thank God, say we having a digital era now, or internet era now. It works. Sure. So I let the fight between Koga and Jeremiah Koung. That fight will continue because the way he gave respect to Prince Johnson.
Sure. Thank you so much, my brother. We will be here again tomorrow, hopefully. But again, fellow Liberians, join us on King's FM, where we will be just a few minutes from now. So until we meet again, my brother Jake, thank you so much. And have yourself a God bless day. We want to say thanks to others. Please join us, share, and let's continue in the comment section. You're bye from our end.
Bye-bye.